Hi everyone, and welcome to the Code Clarity podcast. I'm Rena.
And I'm Jean. So today I would love to discuss the results of the poll that you've done recently on LinkedIn, Rena.
So this poll was all about asking people, what should you do when your company breaches the code in the area of social media and they promise the PMCPA that activity will never take place? And some of the options I gave people were, do you stop altogether? Do you review your past activity? Do you try and be better from now on? What do you think, Jean?
So I would say that I would review my past activity, because it's not about stopping doing it. It's about understanding what you can and can't do. But what was the main result, Rena? Because actually I was a little bit disappointed on this.
Yeah, so the main result came in at around 53% saying that they would stop. Actually, what's telling is not just the figure. The people in that 53% included compliance directors, medical directors, and people who should be in charge of the company's social media strategy. So when you've got senior people here already demonstrating caution, that doesn't bode well. Then about 23% said try and be careful from now on, and around only 21% said review your past activity. And I also voted the same as you.
Well, that's interesting. We very rarely do vote the same, do we? But I'll tell you why I'm disappointed, though. It's because our very first ever podcast episode was titled "Don't Stop Liking on LinkedIn" or something like that. And it's like, it's not about stopping doing things. It's about understanding what you can do. So don't like the stuff you shouldn't be liking, but absolutely do be liking all the stuff you should be liking. And that for me is disappointing and a little bit frustrating.
Yeah. And obviously you and I both know the recent case ruling for Pfizer, and we'll put the details in the description of this podcast. But in there, Pfizer talked about having a corrective and preventative action plan after some of their latest breaches. And what that plan, if it had been, executed well, should have done is made sure that employees had reviewed their past activities. And because that hadn't happened, someone had complained about a tweet from 2020.
Yes.
And that's just the sad, state of affairs that we're in, that we have complainants who'll go back that far. So yeah, completely agree with you, Jean. Never stop. And I've seen some company SOPs that says don't engage, but actually what they're talking about is the certain types of posts, right? So what would we say as our final top tip companies should be engaging and carry on doing?
Well, they should be definitely carrying on doing the disease awareness and the corporate awareness and all the recruitment posts. And I would say that if the social media is coming from a UK company account, then everybody should be liking it, shouldn't they? Because that's the purpose of it, is to disseminate that information.
Yeah, and officially it's been approved. So completely agree with you. Don't stop liking.
Again. Right, thanks, Rena. Bye.
Bye.